World of YouTube. YouTube. Oh, I have that on my coffee yet. World of YouTube. Terrible sight here. We're now looking into a video I had made. And supposedly, this is the actual place that it's about. I wonder why I couldn't find it. Because it's in the frickin' woods. To find the stream, though, by the lake, or pond as you should call it, would be the question if I could. But if you see that guy right there, that's Jeff Bellinger. I signed up to a Zoom thing with that guy. He's going to be at the Stoll Library. I have sent them some footage. I'm hoping to get out some stuff on this. I have recorded a video that I'm going to be posting soon. Also, about when I went to the mother of Lucy Keys. Now, in these woods, it is said that a 4-year-old girl followed her older siblings, sisters, to down this brook leading to the pond that they were supposed to go to get sand, I guess. And back in the day, in the 1800s, early 1800s, so forth, I think they used that sand for maybe washing clothes or something. I forget how it went. But they were to pick up a couple buckets of sand, bring it back home. They didn't want Lucy following them. They told her they shoot her back home to go home. And, of course, in this spot where they're standing, supposedly where she went missing. Last time she was ever seen, of course, by anybody. The mother supposedly, of course, went crazy looking for her. Now, the way they were talking about it, they were talking about the video could have been like, late summer, mid-fall, and I don't know, the way they were saying it, all the leaves had to have been off the trees because they're talking about specifically how you could see through miles of woods when all the leaves are down. Now, of course, if a little girl was missing and the mother or anybody that search party that day were calling, and if the woods were like this, even if it was filled with leaves, a girl that size would have been calling back and someone could have and would have found her. But due to the fact, and now that I get a good visual of this area, and of course they said they thought of Native Americans kidnapping her, probably bringing her to captive in their lifestyle, but I don't think natives did anything of the sort. And of being as rich of the history of Mount Wachusett is, and I could tell you right now, man, I think something sinister happened, or more or less supernatural. Because for a person, or like any kid that I've covered in videos about being near the mountains, being out in the woods, being in these state forests. Like I say, one kid was found on top of a rigid mountain, and bones, I believe, or maybe dead, but I don't know. Yeah, I think he was dead. But on a place where a kid couldn't get up. Being said right there, if there's only things with supernatural, pure strength, supernatural, phenomenons that happen, stuff like this is what makes me think happened to Lucy Keys. Something I swear could live in that mountain, and I'm for damn sure does. And just the mere fact that seeing mountains throughout, not just here, but throughout the whole United States, even out in the eastern parts, like Mount Fuji, out east, them mountains, man, every time I look at them, I don't care what anybody says, believe it or not. I don't care what anybody believes, because I'm the one here that's had supernatural. I'm the one here that has full experience with it. Because I've dealt with it, I've seen it, and I've got all kinds of stuff on video. Right here. Terrible sight. But every time I look at a frickin' mountain, or even if it comes in vision, say so I'm driving out in New Hampshire, I see Mount Monadnock. Just something about them mountains, just something zips in my body. My body just quivers with, like, not fear, but like, what is in it? And then it's been like this all throughout my life before I even, started doing all this. I've had a gift all my life, and, starting YouTube and really starting to revolve into the spirit world, which I never did in the past. I knew it was there, but it was, becoming a 17-year drunk. You could just imagine what I could have caught back then if I didn't do stupid drinking. And then I'm thinking to myself, man, I should have started taking pictures as a kid. Got my own camera, but life was tough. I was always, depressed, bullied, shot down, and things that I would have thought of now, never did think back then, because I was only thinking of how to survive this life. Of course, that's why I came up with this, my slogan, Terrible Sight. That's all I've ever seen throughout my eyes of my life. Terrible sight. But, I believe something's, not sinister, but supernatural happened with this girl, because to vanish in thin air. And, like I said, I'm going to be shooting up a video. I already have a big video of it, but I wanted to shoot it up again. Smaller version. Like I did a video of it going over it, but I just want it to be seen. Put in the description, watch the blue orb float across. And just before that blue orb floated across, and I went back in my videos because I wanted to record this for this guy to see, because of him being now here at this site. I want him to see what I caught on my video, and saying the words to Martha Keys, if you are here, and want to show yourself, just before that blue, and it said, show yourself now, speak now, or forever hold your peace. And sure and shit, that blue orb floated right across the cemetery. I don't think I put that in my last video. I didn't put it in this one either, but if you watch the full video, you'll see what I did. And it's Martha Keys, I believe. Cemetery. You just press in my description if you get on my channel, Martha Keys. And that video should come right up. Martha Keys Cemetery will come right up. Check that out. And that was broad daylight, mind you. Broad daylight when that happened. So, I don't know if that day was something that she maybe could have been doing something on, but people have claimed to seen her in that cemetery, and I caught her. Even if it ain't her, whatever blue orb that was, there has been, also, mind you, blue orbs of Indian chiefs. There's one out on Route 66 that people have seen. I think I might have put that up. And yeah, the blue light represents also, I mean, even if it is Martha Keys, but it represents Indian chiefs. So, very, wow. Who knows? But after I, said the Martha Keys stuff and Forever Hold Your Peace stuff, that blue orb that was panning across the cemetery, never saw it with my eye, of course, and I was just going along with my phone. And that thing zipped right by my phone, and you see it go right into the wall and disappear. The stone wall that is there towards the very back of the cemetery. So hopefully I can get this to this guy. Hopefully, hey, this is the right person I need to get to show my stuff. He's got some great stuff on Amazon Prime. Stuff that I've already knew about, stuff that I've looked into, but I'm gonna say, man, if he starts checking out my stuff, and I did send him a clip of, I think, the black mass I found. Had a hard time finding it, but I did put it up. If you haven't seen it, I did a short video of that Bigfoot knock, which, of course, if nobody knows the story and hasn't watched that video up, in 2010, somebody was walking out in Mount Wachusett on a trail, or the Leominster State Forest, sorry. And in the vicinity of where, if you ever looked on Google Maps and seen that, they, like I say, they even have Hell Highway, whatever the hell that means. There was no town used to exist on that side of the mountain too, somehow, but it's disappeared. I mean, not mountain, on that side of the Leominster State Forest, sorry. The Leominster State Forest and Route 31 and Route 40, all the base of the mountain. And there's some stuff that I have found out from somebody that natives did camp there. They did, I knew of the camping on top of the mountain, but around the base too of the mountain, and pretty much the great chief Metacom Moore. His people did camp on that mountain. Like I said, they always retreated to that mountain to recuperate, to go back into battle. But this stuff here, man, and that knock that I got in that forest, I got it down to a pattern where you can hear it. But in 2010, there was a couple walking the trail in the Leominster State Forest. Literally came across a big, huge crashing through the trees, snapping of, small, probably round-handed, say trees this big. And they heard snap, crack, and, big feet thumping on the ground. Didn't see nothing, but went back to where they heard it, and of course they got I believe they have a plaster cast of a foot, good 10, 12 feet, Bigfoot, and I caught that knocking that, and I'm gonna bring that forward to him too. And I'm not saying that this happened to Lucy Keys, but supernatural, and wherever Native Americans roamed, I've been finding out a lot, or lived near the mountains. There's always been that Bigfoot sighting. And I'm also throwing in skinwalkers and, the supernatural beast itself could have swooped up this little girl. Well, even Bigfoot. That's how long that's what I think of that mountain, and how long that mountain's been sacred to the Native Americans. And I'm just about to wonder if that was made, by the natives, and they're just not telling us. Just like they don't want us, near Skinwalker Ranch, or, they tell you, don't mess with that. We don't mess with that. Yeah, they don't mess with that there. I'm sorry. They're full of shit, because they're the ones that made it. And that's right, to keep people off the sacred land. You can't go messing with it. And all these encounters, including the ones I put up from Amazon that I watched, all these awesome shows that show actual footage of people and their stories, and I don't think people are gonna make this up. I'm sorry. Too much detail, and I'm for damn sure they're, scared shitless. Me, on the other hand, I swear, man, the way I think, the way I do things, and I've been in some evil places, I don't get nothing. My wife has got some stuff, but me messing around, they don't do nothing to me, I don't think. And that's why I think I can really, if I can get to some other places, get some good evidence. I've already got some good evidence. I've already got my shit, man, and I can't wait to get back to the Hoosac Tunnel, which I'm trying to get to maybe sometime next week. I'm going to get out there. Weather's shaping up. I'm going to bring my night vision camera, get my phone going, and get out there and get to the Central Shaft Tunnel, which is not too far off the frickin' main road, boy. It's called the Central, oh man, I don't know why I'm having tough. Central Shaft Road. Even it's named after it. I'm gonna get out there sometime next week. Hopefully something good comes out of this. I got this set on my calendar. I'm not missing this for the life of me. I want to see if this guy, can start really get interested in some of my stuff. And I'm for damn sure going to make sure to tell him that if you're around me, you're going to catch something, you're going to get something, and I'm going to definitely get something, but, anybody gets around me, you're going to become a believer because something's going to come up, something is going to make them known to you, and just like I did at the house on Mount Wachusett, the abandoned house, I brought a fellow paranormal investigator, Mark Lynn, with me. If you want to check out his YouTube channel or Twitter channel or, Facebook, he's even got podcasts on, what is it called? Dang it. Like the radio podcast you can make. I can't remember the damn name. I don't use it all the time, but did an interview with him. He's got a bunch of other interviews. I mean, this guy's, I think, working on getting his own show. I mean, he did invite me to be on it if it does go through. I mean, hell, I tell you, if I could get the right person with me, though, like this guy, and he's not a full believer, I want to say, but he does, and he's interested in finding stuff. So hopefully there'll be a time where I can say, hey man, bring me with you, and I guarantee you will have an experience with something. So that's what I'm hoping for. So anyways, like I say, I want to hopefully get this guy, man. But if you want to check out New England Legends, Jeff Bendinger? Shoot. But this is his, he's got a bunch of this stuff, Legends of New England. You see it on the TV there. On Amazon Prime. And he's a very good host, narrator. Got a lot of interesting stuff. There was a couple things, right, I didn't know about and that he found out about. But there are some other places I want to get to, too, that he went to. And one of them is in Lynn, Massachusetts. I have been up there. I haven't went to the Rock yet, but Dungeon Rock. I can't wait to get there. because he went there and talked to a lot of people that went into that rock, hometown people that went into that, and they're scared they'll never go back in. They said, well, this guy right here loves to go into nice dark places. Love the dark. He ain't making me run away. But there's the witnesses throwing out their tails. And, he went into the rock. He walked all the way to the end to where there's supposedly like water and you can't go no further. And I think it's where they stopped exploring. But there's supposed to be some damn kind of treasure in there by pirates. And one guy and his son spent their whole lives till the day they died trying to find it, but never did. But I'm not in there to look for the friggin' treasure. You know damn well you never find it because they've been doing blasting in there and they probably well overcovered it. Especially the father throwing the dynamite, blowing it up. Probably well damaged the treasure and just, well, not damage it, but covered it up more than what it was. I mean, the only way you'd ever be able to try and get that treasure out of there, but then damn well it wouldn't happen, was excavating it, digging it out. But it's a park, it's sacred, you can't touch it. And all you can do is just listen to the legends and suffer, knowing that there's gold in there and you'll never get it. But the ghost, almost just as good. And I'm planning on going into that sucker sometime this summer. Oh, who knows? Maybe spring. But until that next video, folks, be safe, take care. See you on the next one. And who knows? That's right. What's it gonna be? You don't know on this channel. I always bring surprises and keep you in suspense. That's what's good about my channel. You don't know what I'm going to come up with. Thank you all who have subscribed. I hope you continue watching. I hope I keep you very interested. And like I say, if you have any ideas, anybody wants anything for me to cover, let me know. Whether it be ghost hunting, whether it be missing persons, whether it be, I don't know. I did have a thing I wanted to do, but a very stunty thing, but I didn't get to do it. But next winter, I assure you, you're gonna be blown away of what I've came up with an idea with. YouTube short. But until that next video, folks, let me know if you want to do something, want me to do something. Throw out some suggestions. Till that next video, out. Out.